XWFM 99.9, home of Cunt and Cuck in the morning. The action never slows down.
Yeah, I'm gonna have some food.
Okay.
What you feeling?
Like what's near? What is nearby? The XWF headquarters.
Well, let's have a look. I'm on Uber Eats now. That's okay. There's this place called Frankie's.
What?
Yeah, it's got chicken burgers and halal. Huh.
Wait, what? What an odd combination. And it's called Frankie's?
Well, halal, it's a halal meat, so it's cut and in a way that is, I can't remember. I think it's to Muslim religion. It's cut. It's murdered nicely for Muslims, I believe.
It's murdered nicely for Muslims.
Yeah. Instead of like doing it how we do it, where we put them into slaughterhouses and butcher them, they kind of like drain all the blood out, so it's not as dirty, I believe.
Well, yeah, it's like the Muslim equivalent of something being kosher.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. It's not 1-to-1. I am aware of that. I just want to get ahead of that in case somebody says something.
Yo, dude, we can get a 14-inch pizza for $10.99. Yo.
Okay. We both agree putting pineapple on that would be a sin, correct?
Of course. But triple anchovies.
Ooh, triple anchovies? Keep that on your side of the pizza, you fucking madman. Give me some pepperoni.
Oh, yeah. Go. Pepperoni. We got pepperoni. We get to choose three toppings. We got pepperoni. They got shrimp. They got simple chicken. I don't know what that is.
I don't think that's a politically correct term anymore.
Oh, they're doing turkey for Christmas. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, can you get like a roast turkey dinner fucking pizza?
Yo, all right, okay, I'm sorry. So I was at Domino's the other day, and close to XWF HQ, and I was picking something to eat. They are doing a pizza now called the Festive One. And the Festive One has sausage, onion, bacon, and sage and onion turkey stuffing.
What?
Yeah. It is the most foulest concoction I've ever seen in my life, and truly an affront to God.
Welcome to Cunt and Cuck in the morning, everybody.
Oh shit! I'm one of your hosts, Cunt.
And I'm your other host, Cuck.
We're just ordering food. Sorry.
Yeah, we're just gonna order food here. Fucking deal with it. This is the difficulty of doing live radio. Sometimes you're hungry.
Yeah, of course. Our producer is just a skeleton, so he can't give us good calls.
Yeah. Wait. Do you hear him? He's getting mad at us.
Oh God.
He's rattling in our direction.
Yeah, I don't know like the way he's rattling those chains.
Yeah. I always thought it was really weird how the way he rattled sounded like a book.
Yeah, I always thought that. Do you know what I do love though? Throw what you got next to you there?
I've got a Coke.
Throw that Coke at him, and when it hits his rib cage, it sounds like a xylophone playing.
Okay.
Love that noise.
I actually threw a small Coke and I did make a mess. Like that's not in character.
Oh my god.
I thought it was empty. Oh, I gotta clean it up real quick.
Do you have like a security camera in your workspace? Like that's probably
No.
Okay,
absolutely fucking not.
Jock,
Could you imagine?
That would be so fucking funny. Because you were just
Could
talking
you-
into a phone for like an hour and a half, laughing your ass off and just throwing cans of Coke around.
We could put it on screen.
Oh my god. That'd be incredible.
Oh no. I make sure I'm not. I make sure I'm the only one recording me. Thank you very much.
Yeah, take that. NRA? No, what's wrong?
Yeah, take that, NRA, you fucking rifle association. I've been trying to get rid of the gun show loophole for years.
Oh, well, anyway, welcome to Cut and Cook in the Morning with me, Gator, and my beautiful host, as always, Ned K. We have just come off a discussion about racism, homophobia, and politics for about 40 minutes. So, this is going to be a good episode.
Yeah. We're probably not going to talk about too much XWF stuff, just because, it's the holidays. Mm-hmm. Most people are, asleep.
Yeah. Yeah. They're hibernating.
Yeah. They're hibernating
waiting for jolly old Finny Lane to come down the chimneys and give them a cease and desist. I don't know.
We call him Saint Dick in the workplace.
That's Dick Powers' name, actually. I'll have you know.
Oh, okay. Is he an officially recognized saint?
Yeah. So how Saint Nicholas, wherever he came from, used to leave toys in children's shoes. Dick Powers comes to your house and comes in your shoes.
He comes in your house?
He comes in your house. With his hose.
I looked up one day on Christmas Eve and I thought I saw a reindeer, but it was actually just Dick Powers humping my chimney.
Oh, that horny madman. When will we be stopped?
He needs to be stopped. It's getting really uncomfortable.
This isn't a joke. This is a cry for help.
This is a cry. I swear to God. I think I've seen Dick Powers, like, creeping in the fucking bathrooms in hell. Like, you know how we have to sometimes walk through hell because of the toast?
Oh, yeah.
Like, it's not there anymore. The toast isn't there, but, like, the portal's on and off.
Yeah, it pops up sporadically, yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes you have to go through hell to get your paycheck. Because they don't know where to put the fucking payroll room.
Yeah.
And they fuck up your paycheck every single time.
Oh, always. The amount of times I've absolutely been paid in souls is ridiculous.
See, I just get paid in, like, the screams of the damned. Like, they don't even give me souls. I just go to the bank. I'm like, I'd like to cash this check, please. And they just go, ah!
And they're like, no, this isn't legal tender. We cannot accept this.
It makes me legally tender.
Ooh. I like that.
Yugi boy.
Yeah. But yeah, as you said, we have not got much to talk about XWF-wise, apart from this hell portal, which maintenance still won't fix. But there is 3 big, huge, massive things happening in the XWF right now that we do need to bring mention to.
Roleplay of the year. Roleplay of the year.
What is roleplay of the year? What do you mean by roleplay? What is a roleplay?
Recorded promo of the year. Recorded promo of the year. Doesn't roll off the tongue as well, you fucking prick.
It could be just be called promo of the year. That is fine.
No. No!
No, he says, wailing into
No,
the
no,
void.
no! Okay. No.
Yes. Promo of the year, which I'm very excited about, is you are up for winning, which is very, very cool.
I am.
Yeah.
And all I did was stare at a wall and disassociate.
Don't we all? But yeah, how do you feel about that? How do you feel that you could win it? Not getting your hopes up, but you are in the running for it, so how do you feel about that?
Okay. So I want to get ahead of this in case I don't win. I'm not even sure if I necessarily deserve to win. There have been so many good role plays this year. Or recorded promos. It's fucking New Year's. It's Newmas out with the Oldmas. That's my reaction to staying in character the whole time. I cannot overstate how much of an honor it would be to win RP of the year on this year of all years.
Yeah.
Do I think I necessarily deserve to win it? I don't know about that. The competition is mega fucking tough. Ultimately, it comes down to whoever gets the most votes and whatever is kind of collectively determined the best. But my god, I will have to write a fucking acceptance speech. And maybe, maybe if the hiatus lasts a little longer, maybe that's something I can do for And Cuck in the Morning, is talk about the development of Void in the Mind. In the Mind, no.
That'd be a really good episode, actually. Yeah, I think a lot of people would love to hear you talk about that in depth, really. I think that's a really good idea, Dad.
Okay, then, if I win, or if I get runner-up or something, however it shakes out, I might just do that.
Cool.
So.
And as well, you say you're not too sure about it, but that's because you're a humble piece of shit. I know for a fact how hard you worked on that, and I know, because I was with you while you were making it, and you were so excited to get it out and get it done, and you're so proud of yourself that you got it done. And, no, not to, go on about it, but this year has kind of been hell for you. You've had a rough year, man. And
are you sure? Are you sure? You're not trying to tell me that, not. Hopefully this will get released after voting has stopped, because
Maybe.
I don't want the sympathy vote. I absolutely do not.
No, this episode will be up after New Year's, so voting should stop then.
Awesome. Okay. Rough year is kind of a fucking understatement. When I go, I'm pretty sure this is the worst year of my life. Yeah. It's fucking up there. I haven't really talked about it on air, but I might I might dedicate, that would be a good idea. I might dedicate the Void of the Mind dev episode to my recently passed away dog Shelby, whom I miss very much.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that.
It is what it is, but it's just another, it's another way in which this year has not been particularly favorable to me.
That's putting it lightly, yeah.
Yeah.
But no,
yeah, and
besides that, it's you did work really hard, and it turned out amazing, and everyone is super proud of you and super stoked, and everyone loved Void of the Mind. It was such a great, unique idea. Oh god! If you do win, I 100% know it's not for sympathy points. It's not for people being fan for you. It's because you fucking knocked it out of the park with an amazing promo.
It's funny because I do need to give some of the credit to that promo to my friend, who I believe he went by the moniker Ace for this. I don't know if I can share his name out there in the wild, so I'll just call him Ace. That motherfucker created that whole soundtrack. I paid him money for it. he created that whole soundtrack, or I was going to pay him money for it. I don't want to get on into all of it and cannibalize my own ideas for talking about the development. He flipped that shit around in less than a week.
Jesus Christ.
Not all of the soundtrack is used in the game. I have it here. One fucking moment. Only one of these songs existed beforehand, to my knowledge. Because I asked for it to be included because I liked it. That is a 10-song soundtrack for this game.
That's huge.
Yes.
And honestly, God, though, as well, like, the first song that comes on, at the title screen, is such a fucking banger. That shit slaps so hard.
It's so good. It's so good. And that one of the really cool parts of it is the creative process was like, okay, here's the idea. Here's what's going on. I need songs to like fit this atmosphere and be like cohesive with one another and still be like, coalesce with the original song that he made that I really liked. Yeah. And he was like, okay, I can do that. But when it came to selecting which song to use where, that was totally on me. Like, I didn't tell him, like, oh, this will specifically go here. This will specifically go there. I was like, make cool shit that fits this idea, and then I'll put it where it needs to be. And when I heard that title track song, I believe the song is Unfair. I was like, yeah. Yeah! It might not be. I'd have to listen to it all again. One of my favorite little tidbits about the OST for Void of the Mind is I was giving him some of the names I wanted, or at least one of them, and I was like, I really like the name Heat Death of the Self.
Ooh.
Yeah. And I accidentally fucking typoed it as Head Death of the Self. And that's just the title of the song. I still like it. It's still not bad, but I like, it's funny.
It's sick, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Stop talking about Void of the Mind.
Okay, right. But yeah. No, so it's just great. It's cool. I like it. And also, because I'm a selfish prick as well, I made the logo for it. So if you win, I win about 5% of it as well.
Yeah. Like Ace will win 50% of it. You'll win 5%, and I'll win the remaining 45%.
There we go. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so promo. Alright, we're going to breeze through these dead quick. So, other votes for promo of the mind. Promo of the mind?
Promo of the mind! Yeah!
For promo of the year. Okay, so, Dr. Deville with Full Metal. Miss Fury's Bob Comics presents Miss Fury in Operation Anarchy. Next case, Void of the Mind. Oh, Edgar, Stillwater Run Deep. Fraxis, The Rebirth of the Nickel Man. Thaddeus Dukes, Cheers. Mavs, The Curious Call of the Carnival Part 2. God damn it, that's a tongue twister. Aliases, The Pokebob Saga, Cinnabar and Viridian, episodes 20 to 25. Marths and The Highway is Alive Tonight. Nobody's feeling nobody as to where it goes. Good on Marth for getting 2 up there. Jim Cases, This Just In, and Charlie Nichols, Letters Between Lovers. So, those are the promos. Go vote. They're all amazing. Go check them out.
Also, gotta give a shout out to Charlie Nichols for also getting 2 on the board, because it's hard. It's really hard to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of forgot for a second that Charlie Nichols is also Frax. That was my bad.
All good. Do you want me to read the stars of the year?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, why the fuck am I up there? What is this bullshit?
Yeah,
okay. Alias, Betsy Granger, Ned K, Chris Page, Big Money Oswald, Lycana, Thaddeus Duke, Dolly Waters, Them No Good Bastards, North Korean war criminal / Mark Flynn, and Jim Cadis.
Woo! Fucking, that is a killer's row if I've ever seen one.
You can also vote for Vinny.
If you want to, yeah. Which two people have, apparently.
So it's just Bobby and Charlie who did it, which, like, those are the two people I expect to do it.
Yeah. Well, of course. But as recording this, Alias is in a heavy lead right now. And
oh, he's going to win it.
yeah, I think pretty sure he's going to win because holy shit, what a fucking year for Alias. Like, oh my god. He dominated the Fed for almost an entire year.
Yep. I would not be surprised if he came back mid fucking 2022 and started kicking some more ass.
Yeah, it would not shock me at all. But hopefully, Jim Cadis has the year of Cadis, or Cadis, however you want to say it. I'm sure he doesn't care.
The year of lettuce.
Yeah, why not? The year of Jim. Okay, and
Year of Jim lettuce.
the final... Fuck me, this is a long one, holy shit. The final vote is Match of the Year. Woo! And it goes... Oh, go on.
Let's alternate, because it's so fucking long.
Yeah, okay. I'll start
ready.
ours off. Right, so, Match of the Year. 6-on-6 Blitz Football Massacre.
Universal Championship match, Snow Job.
Second Chance Battle Royale.
Tag Team Titles match, March Madness.
Lumberjack Anarchy title match.
The Leap of Faith match.
War Games Finals.
Tag Titles match, Relentless.
Extreme title match, Relentless.
Universal Championship match, Relentless.
3 Stages of Hell match, Relentless.
Broom Closet Brawl.
Let's fucking go! Supercontinental Championship match, Bad Medicine.
Universal Championship match, Bad Medicine.
Anarchy #1 contender match.
King Doc Invitational.
Pit ladder match, lol. Ah.
I'm gonna finish it just so he can eat his fucking words. Extreme Championship match, Podcast Shove It.
Rats in the Wall from Spooky Night Savage.
It just sounds like a problem that we have.
Yeah, doesn't it?
Reverse Ladder match.
Tag Team Turmoil.
White House Lawn.
And the 12-man tag. Which is on Warfare.
And of course other, in case, you think something else is better than any of these. Which
yeah, holy shit.
Might be. Might be.
Just from looking at it. I mean, I know Relentless had the most days as well, but 4 matches there from Relentless Noir, which just shows how good of a fucking show that was.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah, fucking amazing. Our character, none of the matches I wrote are up there, so fuck you, Vinny.
I don't think any of my matches are up there, but I don't write matches very often, and I honestly forget the ones I do.
Yeah, I kind of the same, actually, honestly. I was looking at one and I was like, did I write that? And then I cannot remember for the life of me, so I don't want to take credit for it, just in case I didn't.
I probably didn't.
I probably didn't either. Maybe we both wrote the pit ladder match. But since that show hasn't come out, we don't know.
Yeah, we're not certain. I'm trying to think. I know there was a match that I was kind of like maybe it would get on there that I wrote that they really liked. That they mentioned on the podcast earlier this year. It was a tag title match on like a Savage. But I also am like, oh, okay, I get it. It's like, yeah, that's not gonna, some relentless banger ain't gonna be outdone by my stupid little fucking tag title match.
That's the same thing as well, because I do not write often at all, write matches often at all, or write in general at all anymore. Hence why I'm on nothing for this year, because I have done nothing for a year.
I remember, I think I remember what it was too. I think I remember what I wrote.
Okay. I can't remember. I wrote one match I was kind of proud of. I was really proud of Spooky Night Savage. I'm really happy that I was able to run that show, and I think it turned out really, really well. I was pretty proud of Bobby versus Alias in that match. I wrote that one, and I had a lot of dumb shit in it that I was happy with. But I understand why it's not up there. Like, all these matches are better than all the shit I push out. So
Yeah, no, totally. I maybe on a different year, that one I wrote might make it for consideration. But this year has just had so much good shit when it comes to the actual, members. When it comes to, oh my god, when it comes to the role plays, when it comes to the matches, like the shows as a whole, the segments, everything's so good.
yeah, and let's be real for a minute. Like, neither is going to win a match writing contest if Chris Page is still fucking around. So,
well, honestly, I know people joke about the ellipses sometime. But Big D writes a mean fucking match. He could take it. God damn.
And when you say people joke about the ellipses from time to time, you mean me all the time.
yeah, I'm throwing the shade at my podcast tag partner.
No, it's like I take the piss out of Big D a lot, but that dude is a great match writer, and he is a fucking workhorse. Like, every single week there is a Big D match, which is insane. Mm-hmm. And every single week there's a Chris Page match, which is also insane. So, good on them both, and they both deserve recognition. All match writers deserve recognition. I'm going to say that outright, because match writers do so much fucking work that is unrecognised, and they all deserve a lot of love and attention. It's
super thankless. It's incredibly thankless.
We were talking about that either very early this year or might have been last year. How we need in match writers, and it is a super thankless job. That is why on the site they have I made the little match writer logo thing, like a little badge under the names, because a lot of people aren't going to say thank you because they just expect the quality to be there. But that little badge is there, and it's a little badge of honor.
That's a beautiful way of putting it. I think that was very sweet of the GM team and of you to throw it together, just because it does matter.
It does.
Something. Wow, we were like, oh yeah, we barely have any XWF stuff to talk about, so we're going to talk about ordering a pizza. But we've gone 30 minutes talking about the XWF just because it's a year in review, We're talking about all this shit we liked. Yeah.
I would say as well, just back onto XWF stuff. It kind of bit of a standstill to match of the year right now, because there's so many there, and it will take a while to get the voting going, because people are going to have to go back and look through each match. But is any matches there that caught your eye? Is there any that you remember being your favourite? I know sometimes I would have to reread a lot of these to actually pick a winner.
Mm-hmm.
But off the top of my head, really, it's only recent to me, because again I ran that show, so it's very ingrained into my mind right now. But the Rats in the Wall match, that is really in my head at the moment, because not only it was the match fantastic, I was so proud of Marth for thinking of the Rats in the Wall Lovecraft story to make it that way. Because when I was because each match in the Spooky Night Savage was based on the Lovecraft story, and I looked at Rats in the Wall, but I had no idea what to do with it. And then Marth just comes swinging in, he creates an amazing step, and I'm pretty sure it was Big D who wrote it as well, and he knocked out the park.
That's the thing about having a community with so many creative voices who also love each other's creativity, is somebody will be like, hey, this sounds cool. Or, I'm a little stuck on this. Mm-hmm. And somebody else is like, oh yeah, do this. And they just come up with something fucking amazing. It's okay, great.
But yeah, for me, it's either Rats in the Wall or the Universal Champion match at Relentless Noir, which Chris Page wrote. And I remember him talking to me about that, and he was like, dude, I have no idea how to do sci-fi bullshit. And this was the first time he was doing a completely out there wacky match, and I thought it was so fucking incredible what he pulled off, and I love that match to death.
Oh, totally. I want to give a lot of respect to Edgar for hosting that fucking podcast, Shove It?
Am
I wrong? Am I dumb?
Flynn.
That was Marv?
Podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was Flynn? Okay. Delete all of that. I'm done. Future Ned, silence all of this so that Gator can't even keep it in as blackmail. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Mark Flynn, my bad. Mark Flynn hosted this fucking podcast Shove It. And it was such a cool idea. It was such an awesome concept. And it got great role plays, including a role play of the year contender. Plus, a match of the year contender, which was fucking excellent too.
Yeah, it's so good. That show was incredible, and how Mac he read out the results in the podcast form, and it's so fucking unique and it's so good. And as someone who records several times weekly, I understand how draining that can be. So fucking good on Flynn for getting it out there. Fucking good on everyone who did one of the IPs that were voiced and stuff like that. Fucking, it was incredible. It was so unique and it was so much fun. And I wish I roleplay for it, but I didn't because I'm a lazy dumb asshole.
I thought about it, but then I was like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I can. So this might be...
It's kind of good as well, because I was originally what I was going to do was going to sign us both up as a tag team.
Oh, that's kind of cool though.
Yeah.
If there's if there's ever a second one, we have to agree to do that.
Oh, 100%, yeah. But
Okay.
I think that was when you were on hiatus, so I didn't do that.
Yeah, and also it just wouldn't have made sense for the Ned K character. Which, believe it or not, I know some people probably think I just do a bunch of random bullshit with him. No, I think about this stuff a lot and how he's presented a ton. But no, that's kind of beside the point. Point is, it's a cool concept. I didn't want to enter into it because I didn't want to do a gravelly Stephen Cooper voice the entire time that nobody would want to listen to.
Is that what Stephen Cooper sounds like?
Probably that's how I would have made him sound like. I don't fucking know.
I expected a prospector from the 1900s.
The Trooper Cooper!
Stephen Cooper!
Yeah!
Gotta stop doing it! Oh shit! That's a match that should have been on the match of the year. The old man match with Stephen Cooper versus Centurion.
Oh, yo, it totally should have.
love
That
that
match
match.
fucking bopped.
That was fucking sick. Yeah, I love that match.
That was a big D match.
Yeah, that was a big D match. It did great. Oh
Shit. I'm gonna vote. You know what? I'm gonna vote for the old man match. Yo.
I've already voted for the Broom Closet Brawl because my ego tells me to.
Fair enough.
Nah, I'm joking. I haven't voted for one yet.
Okay. you should vote for the Broom Closet Brawl just so people can look back on it and go oh yeah, he joked about it, but then he did it.
He was an asshole.
You could always do what Blank did and just post his own clip in the thread.
Oh, you mean Charlie Nichols?
We should cut that out. We don't want to shit on Charlie.
I'm not cutting that out.
Fuck you, Charlie.
He knows what he did.
Fuck you, Charlie. I don't need to promote myself. Other people will do it for me.
No. Yeah, good on Charlie for having the balls to do that, but also fuck you.
No, I gotta give respect to Charlie, because to be fair, he probably paid a good $150 to have fucking Mick Foley
Yeah. No, that is
read his thing.
100% true. He paid an exorbitant amount of money, and he deserves a bit of fucking credit for that.
Totally. And I love that video. I fucking love that video. He's the return of Charlie Nichols.
Yeah,
It's
so
yeah.
good. It's so good. The thing is as well, it's the RP itself, leading up to the video, is very fucking solid as well. He did a good job. And then it comes the video, it's oh, god damn, that's really good. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's It's like that doctor roleplay you did, where like the fucking cameo thing is the cherry on top of it.
Yeah. Oh god, I love that fucking. I think that's probably my favourite IP I've made actually, because it made it just for the Doctor.
Can you please edit in the clip of the Doctor dabbing before we go to commercial?
Of course, I will do that.
Yeah. And much like a terminal illness, we're going to leave you waiting for a while before getting back to you.
Holy shit, Ned.
There's a new pet.
Chia.
Chia Pet, the pottery that grows. It's fun and easy. Soak your chia, spread the seeds, keep it watered, and watch it grow. And now grow a whole collection of fun with Chia teddy bears, puppies, kittens, rams, bulls. There's even a chia tree to keep your pets company. Chia Pets and Trees, the pottery that grows.
The Chia Pet and Chia Tree are available at Kmart, Rite Aid, Ames, and Woolworth. Makes a great gift.
Heel.
Ah, shit. Fucking the restaurant I was going to order something was closed. Fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Order from Macca's.
wow, you saying that was so weird.
It does not sound good coming out of a Ned
It
K.
does not, no. Macca's is Australian as well. Mackey's is what we call it.
You call it Mackey's?
Yeah.
Do you know what we call it?
What?
Mickey D's.
Mickey D's nuts.
Mickey D's nuts. Ooh. You know what, Gator? One day you're gonna go to bed and you're gonna wonder where your fucking family is, and you're gonna think twice about fucking You're gonna think twice about ligmaing me again.
There's a fucking restaurant here that does a baked bean pizza.
Ugh.
E. Not happy about that. Ooh, stuffed crust. Yes, fucking please, lad.
Is this all going on the podcast?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay. Stuffed crust. Okay, stuffed crust is interesting because, like, when it's done right, I love it, and I just don't want normal pizza. And when it's done wrong, I'm just like, I hate everything about pizza.
No, I completely get that. I think a lot of places do it right, but yeah, I understand the places do it right. Yo! Oh my god, okay. This is a reference you're not going to get. Do you, I doubt it, do you have a cookie over there called a Jammy Dodger?
No.
Okay, so it's like two, I don't know, like two like biscuits, and in the middle is jam.
Oh, so it's like a moon pie, but instead of like marshmallow, it's like jam in the middle.
Yeah. I don't know what a moon pie is, but I'll take your word for it.
Okay, so moon pie is like two cakey kind of cookies. Like, I guess they're kind of brittle. Think like Jaffa cake quality cookies.
Oh, okay, right. It's kind of, the biscuit pie is like a bit harder. It's like, it's kind of like the base of a cheesecake, I guess. You know?
Oh!
Yeah.
Yo!
And in the middle.
Oh, you want to know something?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to know something about me? Cheesecake is my favorite fucking dessert.
Dude,
by a
same.
long shot.
100% the same.
Yes!
I love
it's so
cheesecake
good.
So much. It's so good. The problem is I found out recently I am very heavily lactose intolerant, which kills me.
Oh my god.
So,
imagine not being able to have a cheeseburger anymore, man.
I can still, alright, so I can still drink milk and eat cheese in like moderation. If you have too much, it feels like I'm choking on razor blades. But like in moderation, I'm fine. My girlfriend, oh my god, I need to tell you about this. So my girlfriend, the first time she like cooked like a proper meal for me, she made me like she made a absolutely delicious like curry dish. I think it was like a chicken tikka. And it was so good. It was so fucking good. I'm so proud of her. But she put heavy cream into it, and I don't eat cream or stuff at all, like heavy cream. And it was the first time I ever had it since I found out I was lactose intolerant. the day after, it felt like I was punched in the stomach repeatedly, and I looked like I aged about 10 years.
You became your dad.
Yeah, exactly. Except I'm still 6 foot tall and not 5'2".
I like the idea. Why did I become a fucking witch there? I like the idea that you shrank. You just began to like shrink. You transmorgified into your dad for a short period of time because you had heavy cream.
Oh, that would be funny. Oh god. But yeah, so it was a great meal, but it was a rough night for me. Welcome back to the show, everybody.
Yeah, let's talk about our bowel problems for a good 5 minutes.
There we go.
No, let's not. let's not.
Let's not do that.
Yeah, you know what I hate?
What?
Speaking of bowel movements, Family Guy.
Yeah.
So I was telling Gator this off air that I had watched a video that came out recently by a guy named LS Mark. He talks about a lot of like animation related stuff, and he released a 5-hour video where he's like reviewing and ranking every episode of Family Guy in existence. And I watched the entire thing straight. Like, from start to finish in one sitting for the most part. It was a slow day. So the thing is, it reminded me just how thoroughly I despise Family Guy.
Yeah, that show fucking sucks a massive amount of dick, and not in a good way.
No. Like, I don't even like saying that it sucks dick, because, like, that's just a good partner. Like, Family Guy needs to stay away from my cock as much as possible. Oh my god. Like, it wouldn't bother me so much if, like, Family Guy had, like, 8 years of funny jokes. Because The Simpsons hasn't been good for like 20 years.
Yeah.
But it was excellent. It was top of its fucking class for a good 8.
Yeah, at its peak, it was like perfection. And then you go to Family Guy's peak, and it is mediocrity at its finest.
That's what you realize, is like he was listing off like the top 50 episodes of Family Guy, and I wasn't thinking about them going, oh, these are all these amazing episodes. It was like the number 1 episode was really good, and then the rest was just varying shades of like mediocre that was above average.
What was the best episode?
It was the one where Brian befriends the old woman.
I don't even know that one, to be honest with you.
It's actually good. It has a really sweet like show tune in it that Seth MacFarlane fucking sings. You wanna know something funny? Whenever I am talking about American comic book writer Todd McFarlane, I always call him Seth MacFarlane, and I always feel so bad about it.
Oh god.
I don't know why my brain wants to believe Seth MacFarlane drew Spider-Man.
Do you know what's funny? You putting that image in my head, I'm just picturing Seth MacFarlane in one of those weird Todd McFarlane Spider-Man poses.
Where he's just all bent around.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's Seth trying to struggle for another season writing this garbage.
I want pictures of Seth MacFarlane!
I want pictures of Peter Griffin! No,
Lois, I'm on the comic book cover.
Look at me, Lois. I'm on the comic book cover.
Oh,
Peter! Peter, you can't be on the comic cover for too long. It'll go to your head. No, it won't.
Are we just writing Family Guy jokes now?
Yeah, I guess we are. Like,
Okay.
that's something I realized. No,
Yeah,
that is something I realized by the end
now.
of it.
Let's do a cutaway gag. All right, here's a cutaway gag.
Hey, Lois. Hey, Lois. Remember the time that I went to Applebee's and I didn't get a very good food service?
Here you are, sir.
Oh, no. There was a large bee in my soup. Hey, y'all. I'm a big bee. It's too real!
That is actually a scene. That is actually a cutaway gag, isn't it?
I know. Like, God, I hate Family Guy so much because I watched so much of it. That's what people don't get. Is it's not like one of those, like, I'll admit it more, faster than anybody. There are some things that I fucking hate that I don't have a lot of experience with. I just, like, I saw enough of it and I was like, fuck this. Family Guy is not one of those things.
No.
I have seen so much Family Guy just injected into my brain, and I can create a Family Guy episode like out of thin air if I tried.
Well, that's the thing. No, anyone can because it's that fucking lazy.
It is like I was thinking yesterday. Like I was like, I don't believe in hell except Family Guy has a writer's room, and I know that's what that is.
Here's the thing, though, Ned. Alright, so last episode, we created a visual novel in the span of 15 minutes.
Yes.
We did a better job at writing something than the Family Guy writers' room did, because we just went and did that. What from the recent episodes of Family Guy that I've seen, because I don't think Seth MacFarlane's a writer there anymore. It's just voices and shit like that, and there's not any decent writers on staff, and hasn't been for many, many years. So if a Family Guy writer came into our fucking radio show podcast, and we said to them, it's like, oh, we're going to create a visual novel just on the spot, they would be like humming and hawing for a bit, make one joke that's pretty bad, and then be like, oh no, now we're just going to put a meme in, or we're just going to put in the music video of David Bowie and fucking Paul McCartney dancing weird. That'll fill up 3 minutes, and that's fine.
That's what really bothers me about Family Guy, is that people are like, oh yeah, they just really want to focus on comedy, they don't really care about telling a story. That's fine. It's like, no, you haven't seen the show. You're full of shit. Like, because I watched it and they don't focus on the jokes. No. They try and tell like these big involved plots, and then they get so sidetracked with quote unquote telling jokes, which they're not telling jokes half the time. It's, isn't this something wacky and specifically, very specific that is odd? And it's like, oh yes, it is. And then they'll have that happen, and then they go back to like the plot that you're supposed to care about, but none of the characters are likable. All of them are like the worst fucking people on the planet. They're horrible to one another. There are no emotional stakes ever. And then they want you to care when, like, Stewie is upset because Brian is ignoring him. It's
when Brian Griffin dies for 2 days.
Yeah. Our dog, Brian Griffin, is dead.
Peter, don't turn me into a marketable plushie.
Peter, I'm the ghost of your dog, Brian Griffin. I don't know why that set me off. Oh.
Whose leg do I have to haunt to get a martini around here? Wow.
Oh my
your fucking stifled laugh then sound like a toilet flushing.
Just like Family Guy.
Hey, okay.
Yeah.
So Family Guy sucks a mass amount of cock in. Oh, naturally
it does, but I want to.
It doesn't. No.
I want to make a joke.
Okay.
Whoa, ghost ahoy! Anyway, so.
Oh my god. Check, please.
Bingo. Anyway, let's talk about the thing that, I don't know how you feel about this. I know you wanted to talk about something, but I don't know your opinions on it, so please share.
Oh, yes, sorry, I forgot. Yeah, so, yeah, kind of related to Seth MacFarlane. So, I find it very, very depressing that the best Star Trek content in recent years is the Orville. Have you seen the Orville?
Yes, I have, and it's really fucking off-putting.
It's incredible. I think that is such a fucking good show. Like, honest to God. Because like, I saw it advertised at first as like, oh, it's Seth MacFarlane doing Star Trek, so it's just going to be Family Guy humour, but in space. What to do? I ended up watching the 2 seasons available in like 2 days, and I loved every single fucking episode of it.
Well, because, okay, what people forget is, like, behind all of the Family Guy bullshit, Seth MacFarlane is really just a guy who, like, grew up watching TNG, and he likes show tunes.
Yeah.
And that's it.
That's it, yeah.
That's it. And when he is doing things related to those 2 big loves, you know, his role in that fucking Illumination movie Sing, where he's the fucking Frank Sinatra mouse.
Yeah.
He's really enjoyable and charming and fun to listen to. Or The Orville, where he's writing this optimistic universe, even though it's, you know, it has those, modern sensibilities, huh? Yeah. Kermit the Frog? But it still has heart, you know, It has what TNG had, that optimism.
Exactly, right. That is so right about that. And, like, that is what Gene Roddenberry wanted when he was writing, like, you know, the original Star Trek and TNG. And, like, the world he envisioned was like a world that was, like, moved past, like, conflict and stuff like that. He wanted to create, like, a good, like, hopeful universe for humanity. And that is something that got lost track. Like, again, I love Deep Space Nine. I think I like Deep Space Nine more than I like TNG. But you can see Roddenberry's influence losing in Deep Space Nine because it's kind of, you know, it's more grounded and it's kind of more nasty in a way. And you can see it losing.
Yeah,
okay. Sorry, actually, kind of like get further. Like Voyager. Voyager's just trash. Fight me. I don't care. Voyager is a bad show.
You're right. No, you're right. I wanted to add one thing in here.
Yeah.
Which is, as like, I like Roddenberry a lot. I'm not the biggest fan of him just because as much of a visionary and an optimist and somebody who was very hopeful and wanted to tell these hopeful stories, I really think it's kind of telling that TNG only started to sing once Roddenberry was no longer really involved with
Yeah, I completely do agree with that, because, you know, like, the first 2 seasons, really, of TNG that are quite bad, which Roddenberry was very heavily involved in. And
well, a lot of them are Star Trek Phase 2 scripts, which I know you know what I'm talking about, and I know nobody else does.
Theo Price does, I know that for a fact.
Awesome. Fucking nerd.
But yeah, it's like, you know, TNG, because originally it didn't know what it really wanted to be, and it was like, oh, it's just, you know, just the 60 Star Trek Part 2. So that's where you get episodes where a planet full of black people try and make a white woman a slave. And stuff like that. It's like, yeah. But, you know, and those are the bad episodes where they don't know what they're doing, and then later on it starts to become better when those 60s sensibilities are kind of flushed out a bit more. Like, gone away.
It's like mid-season 2, where it really, like, that's where you get Measure of a Man, and it starts to forge its own identity. Like, one of the things I think TNG really struggled with early on is you could kind of tell they just wanted to write more Riker stories than they wanted to write Picard stories, because Riker, I love Riker. He is just Kirk again. Like, that's the whole point of the character, like, very transparently early on. But once they started to go, okay, we have this actual interesting character in Captain Picard, you know, somebody who does things differently from Kirk, but holds a lot of the same core values. How do we approach stories from his point of view? How do we tell compelling stories about him?
Yeah.
You want to know one of my favorite little surprises? So we've mentioned this before. We watch a YouTube channel called Red Letter Media.
Yes.
And they are big Star Trek fucking nerds as well. Mm-hmm. They did a countdown of their top 10 favorite episodes. Mm-hmm. And Rich's favorite episode happens to be my favorite episode of Star Trek TNG.
Oh, which one was that, sorry?
Who Watches the Watchers?
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the...
My God, which one is that? Remind me, what episode is that now?
It's the one where they go to the Proto-Vulcan planet, and they begin to worship Picard as a god.
Ah, yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does have a kind of cringy anti-religion speech by Picard, but I think it's a little unfair to characterize it like that, like some people do. I think it's more of an anti, like voodoo. You know, it's anti superstition kind of speech. Because obviously Picard lives in a galaxy where like a lot of people still have religion. Sorry, continue.
Yeah, sorry. Well, I was saying, I'm not sure, I've not seen a Red Letter Media episode in a while, but it's definitely brought up fairly early on. Like, my favourite episode of TNG is Darmok.
Really?
Yeah, I think Darmok is... I don't think Darmok isn't just, like, the best TNG episode, I think it's, like, one of the best episodes of television almost ever. Because... for anyone who doesn't know what Darmok is, it's where Picard gets sent to a barren planet with another alien who doesn't... the communicators don't work because they don't recognise speech. So Picard and this alien have to try and learn how to work together and understand each other to survive. And I think it's a beautiful episode, and it's just perfectly well done, and I love it.
It's kind of a contrived premise, but if you get past that, if you're willing to go, no, this is what the episode is supposed to be about, the importance of communication, and how wanting to learn about another culture and another people is important, and can save your life and save many people's lives. Yeah, it really is so fucking beautiful. Yeah,
and it's like as well, it's like I won't spoil it too much, but you know, like. How a sacrifice can be for the greater good, which is just, I think, is a very good message as well.
Oh, absolutely. It kind of reminds me how much I fucking love Chain of Command.
Chain of Command, God.
There are 4 lights.
Ah, yes, got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, dear God, that is such a depressing episode as well.
That's something I find myself kind of at odds with all the time, is because even though I don't think I own it anymore because I think it got lost in the baby's first divorce. But I bought the Star Trek fucking tabletop role-playing game specifically after watching Chain of Command. Yeah. Because it's so engaging. It is sad. It is depressing. Yeah. It's really a doozy to get through. But man, the message of that episode, it's easy to go, oh, it's just torture is bad. It's no, it's a little more complex than that.
Yeah, it's 100% more complex than that because, I mean, again, fuck it, it's a 20-odd-year-old show. It's one of the saddest moments for me in that episode is where Picard just come back to the Enterprise, and he just says really solemnly, it's at the end I really did see 3 lights, or 5 lights.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just says that solemnly. I think it's to Beverly. He says it to. I can't remember.
No, it's to. Wouldn't it be to fucking? Oh my god! How can I not remember her name? Yeah. Nobody likes her. The psychic.
Oh, Troy.
Yeah, Troy.
Yeah.
Deanna Troy.
Deanna Troy. Yeah.
Diana or Deanna?
Yeah. Okay, I think it's Deanna. Maybe. Oh, who cares?
Okay, Deanna Troy.
Yeah.
Counselor Troy. I'm
Counselor
pretty sure
Troy.
he's talking to.
Yeah, I think you're right
Yeah.
there. And well, sorry, I didn't want to cut you off or anything like that, but there was one more thing about Darmok that I absolutely love, and it's a very small detail. I absolutely adore how Patrick Stewart says the Tales of Gilgamesh. it makes me happy every time he says it.
Have you ever seen that viral video where a musician named Pogo took a bunch of speaking clips of Data and Picard and made a song called Data and Picard?
No.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking lord. Yeah, you'll after this I really want to hear your reaction to it, because he takes the 'tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all.
Oh wow.
That show is so okay. We'll talk about it more later, because otherwise we will be here for the rest of the show just talking about fucking Star Trek.
Okay, yeah. So there was a point I was just making before we got on about favorite episodes.
About Dharma.
About Dharma, yeah. Right. So, yeah. The point I was trying to make as well before is you know how Roddenberry had this perfect future for the world and blah blah blah, and it kind of gets lost with each season. Voyager is just bad. Enterprise is okay, but way too horny for its own good.
Yeah, I wanna like Scott Bakula more than I probably do.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably because of his name.
Yeah, Scott Bakula is a great name.
I want to get bitten by a Bakula.
But yeah, Enterprise has its moments. It's okay, I believe. It could be worse, could be better. And then Discovery is a steaming pile of garbage that I hate, because it has no idea what the fuck it's doing. It's just the Star Trek movies, they're all about action, which is not what Star Trek is really about, and Discovery tries to do that. And also, for some reason, it made Klingons have 2 dicks canon. No idea why I did that. And I'm probably going to get hate from this, especially from one Theo Price. I think Picard is a big steaming pile of shit as well, because it has no idea what the Picard character is or like. And
I totally agree with anybody who says that Star Trek Picard, from what I've seen, I haven't seen much of it, but its characterization of Jean-Luc Picard feels like somebody just skimmed the TNG movies.
Exactly.
Like they watched them on fast forward.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Right, so I think someone brought this up, but I'm not too sure, so I might be stealing this off someone. But do you know how Star Trek, Star Trek the show, Captain Kirk is completely different from the internet's perception of Captain Kirk?
Yeah, TOS.
Yeah.
The original series.
Yeah, TOS, yeah. So, Captain Kirk and that, he's he's really likeable, he's really smart, he's a great captain, and he's just a nice, good person. But the internet perception of it is he's sex-fueled maniac who fights aliens on different planets. And that's completely wrong. It's a wrong perception.
Okay.
Of it. And
it is. I want to cut in here, and I'm sorry. I'm not trying to continuously cut you off, but okay. Captain Kirk is definitely played up in a lot of supplementary Star Trek material, and definitely the J.J. Abrams films, as the cultural conscious idea of Captain Kirk. But he does kind of give an alien race the U.S. Constitution as a guideline for their society, with no fucks given.
No, fair. But, so, and I think with, the Picard show, is, the people tried to do that, the writers tried to do that with Picard. They looked at the internet's perception of him and not the actual show's take on Picard. And they did it wrong.
Yeah.
And they did badly. And it was a stupid show. And fuck you for your price, you're a terrible person for thinking that's a good show.
Is there any other TNG or DS9 episode you want to talk about?
just we'll go back to that right quick because there's one thing. It's like, so with the Orville, and the reason I love that is because it takes the charm from TNG and gets the heart right, and it gets every single thing right, and it only ruins it with a couple of Seth jokes. But it's if you love TNG, I would highly recommend the Orville because it's basically the same show but with updated stuff and worse humour, I guess.
Yeah. Well, okay, on par humor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. There's some really funny episodes of TNG sometimes.
There are. It's just there are also times where it's like, oh look, isn't Wesley Crusher so funny? And it's like, oh
God,
well,
I hate Wesley.
he's really not.
Shut up, Wesley.
Fuck off, Wesley.
Oh, like
Eat
how
shit.
LeBron. Sorry.
LeBron James.
LeBron James. Jesus,
Geordie LaForge.
Yeah,
you
Geordie
fucking
LaForge.
shithead.
Fuck me. God, sorry.
Kunta Kinte, you son of a bitch.
How Geordie LaForge. Isn't it funny that the only girl he can get is a holodeck girl? Haha, what a loser.
Okay, that episode is really good though. Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one, Ned.
But another favourite episode of TNG for me is The Inner Light.
Oh, yeah.
That is a gorgeous episode. I love that episode so much. What other TNG do I love now? Fuck.
I like the episode... Oh, continue.
Sorry, I can't remember the name of the episode, but it's where Picard tries to take a holiday on Riser, and he ends up going on a fucking archaeology adventure.
It's a Q episode. I know Q is featured in it. Fuck. Oh my god, I should know this. Like, it's on the tip of my fucking tongue.
Q isn't in that episode. He's
in the follow-up.
When she appears, yeah, he's in the follow-up of it.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck. I can't think of the name. I'm really upset about that.
I can't remember the name at all, but I do really enjoy that episode a lot.
Yeah, that one's really good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I can't remember it. Fuck.
Right, let's have I'll just do a quick Google. Captain's Holiday.
Yes! Yes! Damn it.
There we go.
You know Theo was screaming at the screen. Like, as hard as he could.
100%.
I was gonna say I also really enjoy the episode First Contact. Not the movie. Not the movie.
Yeah.
The episode First Contact. And I brought it up not only because I think it's fairly good, with like an interesting ethical conflict for this planet, but because it has an example of like where TNG's humor just sucks. Because you've got the nurse in the hospital who wants to fuck Riker because he's an alien, and it's just bad. It's just so bad.
Oh man.
It's really upsetting to know that Seth MacFarlane is the one who kept TNG's memory alive.
Yeah, it is really bad. I'm sorry as well. I'm trying to fucking, for the life of me, find this DS9 episode that I absolutely adore. I can't try to think of the name. Just give me a minute.
Picard never hit me.
There we go. Okay, my favourite episode of DS9 is called Far Beyond the Stars. If that rings any bells to you. It's the episode where it's like an alternate reality, where all the DS9 staff are they're all human, and they're working in like a newspaper company in like the 1950s, 1960s.
I know of this episode. Like I said, I haven't seen too much DS9. I've seen very little Voyager for things. Just thankfully.
Yeah. And that episode is incredible as well. Yeah, it's from the 1950s because it's like it's a different take on all the characters. Like, oh god, it's got very like heavy like racial tones to it. Like, that's a message about it. Like, it's like racism. That's the whole message about the episode. And it's really well done and really well shot. And I just found out that Avery Brooks directed it as well, and that's amazing. And my other favourite episode of DS9 is Little Green Men,
Oh, I know Little Green Men.
which is a phenomenal episode. And I'm trying. Oh God, what the fuck is his name? Who runs the bar? Fuck.
I don't know. Remember the episode where they do where they go back in time to the fucking Tribbles episode? That's a fun little.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's a really fun episode. Actually, I love that episode.
Oh, it's incredibly sweet. It's just it's a very cute, and it's surprisingly well edited, even like today.
Yeah, really well done, yeah. I think, as well, that episode is part of the reason why... I'm not too sure, I could be getting this completely wrong now. But for the longest time, and maybe still, there's never been, like, HD releases of DS9. Because they shot it in a way... They shot it for television, so they can't really upgrade it too well. And apparently that episode is one of the reasons why they didn't bother changing things up. Because they need to keep the quality low to make it look good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Quark, that's his fucking name. It just completely escaped my head then. Yeah, basically any episode of Quark is incredible, apart from the one where he becomes a female Ferengi, which is just really hateful and depressing.
Yeah, just stick to anything involving actual rules of acquisition and not the sexism.
Exactly. Oh wow, that planet was fucked for a very long time.
Okay, my favorite board game. I promise this ties in. My favorite board game is a game called Twilight Imperium. I have played the 4th edition of the game personally. It is a long motherfucker.
Okay.
It takes like a day to fucking play, like a good 8 to 12 hours. Yeah, but it's basically like a space opera, like 4X strategy game on a board, on the table. It's a lot of fun. It's not very complex, but there is a lot of stuff going on. It's very complicated. It's not very complex. Everything kind of interlocks and, all the mechanics intertwine. Once you start to get a bit of it, all of it starts to make sense. But the base version, no expansions, for that game has like 16 different factions you can play as. Mm-hmm. And one of them is a group of mercantile space lions. So...
I'm sorry, wait, did you say space lions?
Yes.
Okay, I'm interested now.
They're called the Hakan, and I love them. And I love quoting the rules of acquisition, and playing as these fucking lions.
Oh, God.
Oh, it's wonderful. Oh. Do you have a favorite board game, Gator?
Do I have a favourite board game? Yes, actually, I do. But I'm just going to double check and make sure I got the name of it right, because I always forget it.
If you say Monopoly, I am going to burn your house down.
No, Mousetrap. No. My favourite board game that I've only played once, and I wish I owned it so I could just play it all the time, and actually it's on sale right now, so I might just buy it for myself, is Betrayal at House on the Hill.
Yo! Let's fucking go, man. Let's fucking go.
Okay, so Betrayal at the House on the Hill it's a tile board game, and so basically, like, there's a certain number of people, and you put tiles down each turn, and it builds the house up. It makes the house bigger, and you go from room to room, search for things, blah blah blah. And at the start of the game, it is the players versus the board, versus the actual game, and they're trying to explore and try and collect things to make themselves prepare themselves. And then at a certain point in the game, one of the players becomes the bad guy, and there's a big book filled with different types of like evil and villains and all that stuff, and each like scenario is completely different. So then it again becomes all the players versus this one player, and the evil character needs to try and kill off the other players, and the other players need to try and to escape. And there was just so many different options and so many different scenarios that each time you play the game is just wildly different, and it is so much fucking fun, and I love it.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god. And one thing I love about Betrayal is it very easily could have gotten really like gunked up by trying to balance the game. It doesn't even try. It does not even try. It's like, oh, if this is unbalanced and something goofy happens, that's a part of the fun.
Yeah, and it is really fun as well. Because I've only played it once, and sadly, but I got so invested in it, I looked up videos on YouTube of people playing it because I wanted more. And yeah, when you say it's like unbalanced, it is wildly unbalanced, because sometimes it's like the villain is just completely fucked from the get-go, and the players are just too OP, and it's just nothing you can do. Or it turns into, oh shit, it's basically Cthulhu who controls the entire board and switches towers around at will, so the players can just never escape. And it's fantastic.
And it doesn't like have any shame. It's so flavorful, it's so... And when I say it doesn't have any shame, I don't mean like, oh, it's like really trashy. No. It just doesn't mind like embodying a lot of the more tasteful B-movie horror tropes, you know?
Yes, yeah, totally.
It's just like, this one is just gonna be fucking, you know, a mad scientist shrinking you down. This one's gonna be the Blob. This one's gonna be this.
This is kind of like a deep cut, and that only a few people will get, but do you remember the Clue games that I ran on Discord?
Yes.
So that, a lot of inspiration for the very first game anyway, and the second game kind of bit, was based on Betrayal as well as the game Clue. I
think that's the moment where you like... I can't say it for myself, but I have always taken those Clue games, just to add a little more context for the listeners. Gator spent like a lot of fucking energy and effort, like last year, 2 years ago or something, on running these Discord interactive, like 1 part role playing, 1 part like werewolf style game, and then like 2 parts fucking Phoenix Wright investigative like mystery drama. And the first one was like a goofy, you know, haunted. It was like Clue, you know. Oh, you wake up, you know, you're in a room. Somebody fucking killed the guy who invited you. But the second one was
my favorite one.
So fucking good. And I think that's when you really started to like respect me as like a character writer.
Yeah, because you fucking choked me up a couple of times when it was just talking to you one-on-one. No one else was around. It was just me and you, and you're like, oh my god, Ned, holy shit. Well, you're a soulless robot, and you're giving yourself so much character. It's incredible.
I put so much effort into that character and role-playing that character like perfectly. Like you could see it in the group. It's one of the things that kind of pissed me off, and one of the reasons why, besides, you know, my life having like a lot of busy shit going on, I don't mean to shit on anybody. Everybody's allowed to play whatever game as they like, whatever way they want. That's a part of the game. But everybody else was having like this goofy romp and like making fun of my robot. And I was like, I'm putting like a lot of effort into characterizing this motherfucker.
You were putting a lot of effort into it. I'm fucking, you were saying now, fucking like Fuzz and Father Time were just fucking around in this fucking lab all day. Like fucking Time kept trying to fucking cut off people's arms and shit like that. fucking Tank Ozzy, like he was just running around. He found a big red button and it said, "This is the button that will cause like an alarm blowing across all the ship and end the day." And it was like, I'm gonna push it. And it's like, all right, the day ends. Cool. It's not like
I guess that happened.
You know? Yeah. Those were a lot of fun. They were a lot of time and energy, but they were a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, and it's funny because like part of me wonders if like one day we should release like the one-on-one roleplay stuff, because I really think that's some of my best work that I've ever done in anything XWF related.
Yeah, honestly, it was really good. I think we should release some of it. Definitely, it should be. It'd be a good read to a few people.
Oh yeah,
Fucking-
like I still think about Silverback. Like I remember his name.
Red.
Yeah, his name was Red, but he was designated Silverback.
Oh shit! Yeah. Oh yeah, because everyone's name was animal related. Yeah, I remember now.
Well, yeah, and that was his robot name, but he was Red. That was his real name. And like
I forgot Silverback. God.
Yeah, I didn't forget because it was so important to like the internal drama of that character.
Yeah.
And it's so funny to me because like my character did not give a fuck at the end of the day that like the evil alien parasite won.
No.
It was just about not being able to save someone he loved.
Yeah. Honestly, like the fucking you role playing as a robot and me role playing as a ship's AI was some of the most emotional shit I've experienced. Oh my god.
Well, what?
And also, sorry, I gotta give a shout out to, I don't know if he's listening or not, but fucking Peter Vaughn, who was playing the Parasite. Fucking holy shit, he did so well that game. Like, he knocks out the fucking park.
He roleplayed really well too.
He did
fucking
so
killing
good.
it. Oh, like I will gladly, I will gladly, proclaim that I think I did the best roleplay in any of those games. But I did not do very well past the first one.
Oh, okay, yeah. So just a quick go over. So the first one was just a mansion. It was very Clue, easy, kind of simple kind of game. The second one was at a space station, which was insane and went so many ways and was probably the best one I did and was a lot of fun. The third one was a Western cowboy game, which ended very abruptly.
It ended very abruptly, and I was very sad.
Yeah, but that was quite a lot of fun. But again, more people were doing it, and I was adding way too many mechanics into the game as well. So I just got hard to take control of. And then the last one we did was a Dungeons and Dragons inspired one, where I was in a creepy dungeon, and that ended. I just had to end the game because I had too much stuff going on at the time. But that was a lot of fun too. But I made that map way too big and way too overcomplicated, and put way too much shit into it that I could not control the 12 people that were playing.
Oh yeah, and that was one of the big benefits of Game 2 is that it was before, I can't believe I'm gonna start talking about this shit on Cut and Cuck in the morning. So, I've taken game design classes. Mm-hmm. It's one of the reasons I wasn't super worried about developing Void of the Mind. And it's, again, when I say developing more Void of the Mind and talking about how difficult it is and shit, a lot of it was just knowing where to put assets, knowing how the engine works. It's a fairly simple and straightforward game creator. It was just having enough content there to justify it being this interactive experience and having the assets that would lead towards it making sense and being coherent. And of course, I had to spend a good couple of hours just editing the Ned sprite, which I'm still proud of. But you definitely leaned into mechanics bloat, starting with Game 2. Mm-hmm. And I think that there was enough crazy shit going on at any given time that would just stop everything. Everything was so unbalanced in Game 2 that I don't think it mattered as much. But once we started getting to Game 3, it got to points where there was a lot of that wacky design from Game 2 in there. But it also... there were also too many like breaks in action. There were too many times where large swaths of time would go by and not much happened to the game state.
Yeah. It's like, that's the thing though, it's like, it was really difficult as well. Like, I mean, it's like, it's because it's like, you know, just testing, it's like beta testing really. It's like you're trying to find out what works and what does. And you know, you game 1, it's like, oh, find out what people like, and in game 2 it expanded upon that. And game 2 I thought went the best and went the most well. And then when game 3 came about, and I was like, oh well, let's add this and this, and let's change up this and that. And yeah, you can like try and change things and add things and tweak stuff to make the game go smoother and more well, but you can't change the players at all. And
no,
when the players are talking about like either just not talking to each other about stuff or saying stuff and the players aren't reading it or aren't communicating well, so you have 3 people who go to the same room each the same like one night after the other and keep looking for the same stuff and nothing's progressing, you can't do anything to change that, sadly.
Well, another part of it, which is kind of an unintentional mistake that I don't blame you for in the slightest, they happened way too close to one another.
Yeah.
It was just going to burn you out, and the other problem was, like, I had shit going on during the second and third games, especially. And it was just, I know that was happening to other people too, so they couldn't focus as much on it. And while the second game still went smoothly because there was enough like one-on-one stuff on top of a lot of great characterization from like Peter Vaughn, I know he roleplayed that fucking parasite like a madman. Yeah, I know he really killed it.
I remember once, so like, because again, these games are so dumb. I had dice rolls involved as well for like, you know, kind of like look percentiles and stuff like that. There was a point in the game, you were talking to him as well, and during that time, and to me, he says he just like started laughing because he was getting away with stuff. And I rolled, and it's like, you got dead low roll. So it's like, I just typed in, and it's like to the group. It's like, you hear, I can't remember Peter's name, character's name, but Peter laughs. And everyone went dead quiet for a bit. It's like, what are you laughing about? And like, he started mentioning being, like, yo, what the fuck are you doing? Don't fucking say shit like that. You panicked so hard. But he got away with it. He did it so well.
Well, and it was funny because he got away with it by just some very good, you know, actual, like, playing the players. But I was really suspicious of him, but my character wasn't going, like, that's not what my character would have done. My character wasn't going to throw him under the bus. Like, oh my god, holy shit, I'm remembering so much shit about Red. Oh my god, I forgot a lot of it. Yeah, no, Red had an entire internal conflict about just what life was worth preserving.
Yeah. It's like you changed your end goal through that
multiple times.
Yeah. All right, we're going on about this game that a handful of us played. So,
well, wait. Isn't that one of the best things to kind of go on about, especially like in a XWF kind of podcast? It's something a select few of us kind of experienced. It was communal, and something we have fond memories over. I think it's worth talking about and spending some time on. But we should wrap it up.
Yeah, I will end it with like this bit though. It's like it shows that game like that because I gave people characters and I gave people kind of traits of how they act off, and it shows how well certain people fit into certain roles and stuff like that. Because Bobby was the captain of the ship in the second game, and in the first game he was just playing like some like old damsel, and he didn't do too great in the first game. Again, the game was brand new, but I don't think he fit well with that role. In the second game, where he was the captain of the station, he fucking nailed it. He was doing so well.
Was it Bobby or Tank who was with my Reverend?
Oh God. Tank was Miss Scarlet. Bobby.
Then it was Tank.
Yeah. Okay. Oh my god, I just remembered, your fucking Reverend went to hell, didn't he?
No, he got the Necronomicon, though.
Yeah, he found a Necronomicon. Oh, fucking TK went to hell. That's it. Jesus Christ. Oh,
Yeah,
God,
those games got wild.
That game got insane. Alright, enough of that, though. Sorry for boring you about that shit, everybody.
Yeah. Fucking, who cares about the shit that we have fond memories over that our friends were involved with? Fuck us.
Fuck that. Let's talk about cum. Speaking of cum, we're going to take our final break and we'll be right back with a story from ComicsNix.
And now, a message from robots.
Oh, how fun.
Newcomers are here. The Decepticons are attacking! Destroy them!
No, wait, it's Quick Switch, Six-Shot Son, and he's on our side!
Determined to make good where his Decepticon father went bad, Quick Switch joins the Autobots.
Quick Switch is faster and tougher.
He's a tank, a plane, a cruiser, a gun, a puma, and a robot.
Quick Switch, the new ultimate challenge.
Ned.
Yay! Yes.
Yay! Are you ready to spin that wheel?
Woo! Yeah, I'm ready. Spin the
Let's
wheel. Spin the wheel. What to read, we will see. Praise be.
Praise be. Gracious old wheelie one.
Yes! 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 Oh my god! Oh my god! I didn't think we were gonna get. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Love beyond circuits. Love beyond flesh. I'm guessing RoboCop.
No.
Oh, intrigue coming up right now.
Right now. Oh. Everybody, get ready for this shit. This was one of the stories that little old Ned discovered that made this whole ComicsNix nonsense start.
Okay. So, I just did a quick check for the no word. And 0 results have popped up, so we are good to read this one.
Because this one's excellent. This one's a fucking masterpiece. Love beyond circuits. Love beyond flesh. May I read the blurb?
Please, sir, do go on.
This story is situated in the beginning of Return of Jedi, before Luke Skywalker arrives, but after Leia, R2-D2, and C-3PO get trapped by Jabba. It tries to explain what happened in the meantime. Hope you enjoy. Romance and suspense, rated M for mature.
Oh, let's go.
It's Star Wars and... It's Star Wars and Transformers, by the way.
I can see that. Office note. Hi people. I don't own Star Wars nor Transformers and don't make money with it. The story is situated in the beginning of Return of Jedi. Before Luke Skywalker arrives... Okay, so it's just a fucking blurb again. Yeah. Okay. Please go on, Ned.
Optimus Prime is entering Megatorn's secret base. The fight was vicious, and the other Transformers got caught. Optimus need to free them. Then he enters Megatron Koenig chamber.
Oh, you gotta be careful of that word.
Koenig chamber.
Egatru! Free my Transformer. Oh, wait, no. What does it? Oh, shit, what does Optimus Prime sound like now?
Egatro, or something like that.
Egatru. Free my Transformer pals or severe lead metal consequences. Shout Potimus.
Aha! You will never defeat me, leader of the Auto Boys! The Decepticons will rule the galaxy!
I think you know this about me, Ned, but if you just say anything boys, it just makes me laugh.
I know, Auto Boys is so funny.
Oh, boys is great. You will have to jump over my dead corpse. And Optimus run at Megatron's direction, shooting blaster projectiles. Megatron runs to a secret chamber and Optimus go behind. But it's a trap! Optimus gets stuck into a titanium metal bar cages and Megatron brags.
Now, Optimus, you will be my financier. Will help to pay my death satellite to kill the Earth. He would never say that.
I love that. If you just trap someone, you can just make him your financier. That's great.
Okay.
What? And Megatron opens his spaceship and embarks the jailbirded Optimus Prime. He set a course to a distant planet on a galaxy far away.
After some weeks, the Megatron spaceship arrives at Tatooine. He seeks for Jabba the Hutt, who receives him.
So, Megatron, say Jabba, brought me the specimen?
Yes, say Megatron. Where's the money?
Here. And it was a really good exchange I hope we made.
So Megatron captures Optimus Prime and he just sells him?
Yeah. It's like a fucking chop shop, innit?
For sure, Jabba. Now here, your new slave. And Megatron lend Optimus to Jabba.
Ah, say Jabba, a new robot to my collection. You entertain my customers for some time.
Optimus is very angry and shout to Jabba.
I'll never be your slave. You cannot control me.
Yes, I can. If you try to escape, I will kill your cell companions.
And Jabba take Optimus to his cell. There, he finds the other prisoner Jabba was talking about.
Hi, I'm Leia. This is R2-D2, and this is C-3PO.
Hi, Leia. I'm Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots. What they are going to do?
Well, I don't know. Jabba said he opened a new service on Tatooine to entertain people from staying from other planets. I hope he don't kill us. If only I could contact Luke, my brother.
She doesn't know that yet.
She doesn't know that yet.
Mad. Don't be afraid, Leia. I will find a way out. And they waited and talked. Leia told about the rebels, Han Solo and the Carbonite, and her love for him. The next day, guards walk-and the prisoners and took them to the Colosseum. It was very big and was full of aliens and people from all over the universe. Jabba speaks at a microphone.
When is this taking place? Before Return of the Jedi? So after A New Hope?
Yeah, well, I guess
between
in between the scenes in Return of the Jedi where Leia gets captured and Luke shows up.
Okay. I need to rewatch Return of the Jedi. I have no idea what the timeline is here. I'll just trust ComicsNix on this.
As you should.
It's Jabba. Greetings, dear customers. Ho, ho, ho. Welcome to the first luxury multi-species coliseum of the galaxy. Here are first slaves who have pleasures beyond imagination and will please you to... Oh, God. Don't feel ashamed. Put your clothes off and jerk at will. No extra expenses are charged by cleaning the place. Toilet paper is on your right side of your chair. Condoms are charged separately. Have safe sex and let the show begin.
Optimus are there, looking around, seeing that multitude of people. He can do nothing. Even if he tries to fight, Jabba can kill Leia and the other. They are fragile, so he must let go his pride and please that hauntingly audience of pedos! I don't think they're pedophiles, but Jesus
No.
Christ.
I mean,
They're weirdos, not pedos.
the weirdos, yes, 100%.
Oh, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. All of the 5 slaves have microphones. Why is that just a silly sentence? So waff they say, the audience can enjoy. Jab affirmed a contract with the customers that moanings and profanity are a right they have. Oh my god. So the slaves must keep shit chatting while sodomizing one another. Prime sits on the dirty ground and waits. Leia come near him.
Oh, Optimus, sorry that we met this way.
Don't be ashamed, Lian. It's not our free will that approves this horrifying spectacle of pure sacrilege against flesh and circuits. Jesus Christ. That's a really good sentence.
It's good.
It will be over in some hours, said the 20-foot-tall robot.
Leia jumped on Primus' legs and walked to his hips. Read it. Read it!
Now, Optimus, show me your metal cock, said Princess Leia with a moaning and whoring voice. Optimus engaged into the sex-serving mode. A hatch opened and a cylindrical monster of lead and gold emerged from the opening crotch gate.
Opening crotch gate!
It was shinning and was totally waxed, but was too big to Leia to be fucked. 40 inches of diameter. 40 inches of diameter and 6 feet of height. Holy shit.
He's a big boy.
Jabba was not pleased.
How that stupid robot can penetrate Leia now? His dick is taller than me! Megatron fooled me! Regretted Jabba!
He kept thinking about a solution.
Leia looked and, because the show must go on, she did her best while Jabba tries to fix the situation.
Oh, Optimus, I guess I have to tenderize you metal dick for me to fully appreciate its wonderfulness.
Leia, your leather-clad bikini laying up my boron buttocks.
Leia rubbed with her stretched arms the metal dick up and down, but it was dragging her skin. Even if it was polished and had no jagged edges, she needed to lubricate it.
Prime, do you have something good to facilitate my work?
Yes, my power love. Here, have this... Here, have this squeezing tube. It contains graphite. Just rub, all will be alright. And Leia did it. Her body got darkened by the graphite dust, but she liked it. And masturbating Optimus got very easy and pleasurable.
R2-D2 approached Optimus and asked permission to land.
Granted, my fellow cylindrical pal, you can enter my dark caves of mystery, said Optimus.
Holy shit! Oh, I love this story so much. It's so good.
Oh my god. Blip blop blip, said R2-D2. This was his first time fucking a robot.
Wait.
He was completely virgin and was very ashamed he had to expose his intimacy in front of an audience of millions. Millions!
Millions!
Oh my god.
That's how many people listen to Cunt and Cuck in the morning.
Oh, hey!
Yeah.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit that bell.
Like and subscribe. Hope that R2-D2 can enter his dark caves of mystery.
But the lives were at stake, so he must swallow all his prejudices and engage full head in this life-altering experience.
Leia, said Optimus. Hang on. And Leia hold very harder Optimus' dick. Optimus got up a bit and gave space to R2-D2. Leia was hanging on Optimus' dick. Okay, all of it's just nonsense. Optimus' dick. While R2-D2 sieged the best coordinates to penetrate Optimus' experimental anus. Luckily for him, Prime's anus was automated to adjust the best diameter for foreign objects entering him. R2-D2 positioned and Optimus seated on him.
R2 was shaking and frightened. Optimus' anal cavity was dark and moist. Moist how? Ew. Had some loose wires and was rusty from the inside.
Oh, gross.
He started to think sex was not made to coward robots like him.
1 sec. Don't be afraid, said Optimus to R2. I'll help you. And Optimus' bowels lights got on. Everything was illuminated, and R2 really saw what it really was. A beautifully adorned rectum. full of portraits of Prime's human friends that had already visited the place. A camera appeared from a wall and photographed R2-D2, and immediately put a portrait of him on the bowel wall. I'm losing my mind. I love it.
Oh my god. Why? How did you think of this? How did somebody think of that?
I don't know.
Oh my god. I tell you one thing, my next Dick Powers RP is going to be so good thanks to all these stories.
It's true. It's so true.
R2-D2 got very placid and calm. After he saw those happy faces on the portraits, he knew Optimus would never hurt him inside there. So R2 looked around and found a button. It was an elevator button that raised him up in the bowels. R2 arrived at a tight place where his metal body got stuck. At first R2 got scared, but then the elevator got down and got up and down and up, making a sine wave pattern movement with R2-D2. R2 thought a bit and felt a pleasure down his electrical circuits and optical cables. Ain't no sex is like this. If it is, you'd really like a lot. He was upping and downowing, rubbing inside Optimus' upper bowel. Paraffin wax got sprayed over R2 to help lubricate.
Optimus' bowels walls were made of carbon nanotubes covered with soft, pinky pillows of pure petunias cotton. They adjusted on the fly the pressure over R2 body and the elevator speed, according to R2-D2 willingness to go deeper with his innermost sexual fantasies. I always thought about R2-D2's innermost sexual fantasies. At first, R2 wanted to go slow, to feel the texture on his metal cover.
But latter, his inhibition got away, and the elevator got faster, and Optimus got a surprise for him. Neon gas tubes appeared on the walls, and a range of different colors illuminate inside Optimus's ass with all colors of the spectrum. It was a really shame R2-D2 couldn't smell the daisy fragrance permeating Optimus Prime's anus. R2 had no nose.
It's like a fucking Pink Floyd concert in his arsehole. Oh my god.
Yo, where's the pig?
As R2-D2 was a robot, even infrared and ultraviolet colours appeared, and the profusion of rainbow happiness filled R2-D2 with the purest passion he never had from his robotic purse. He always was considered the freak of the robot school. What? Okay.
Robot high.
Our next visual novel. Oh. Every robot despised him. Oh. Because of his adventurous ambition. He wanted to see the stars, the other life forms. He didn't want tea. Want to be a hamburger frying slave all of his life, doing menial tasks that no one will remember in the future. No, he wants to be remembered. Wants to leave a mark on history.
He definitely did.
100%.
His robotic schoolmates were just stupid for him, so he picked fights all the grades he did. Trouble was his name, and no one loved him, because no one approved his future plans for his life. But finally, he found someone robot that can see him from inside. Someone that wants to please him, that wants to give a hand and collect nothing in return. C-3PO is his friend, but Optimus is his lover.
I kind of feel like ComicsNix is like projected a bit here.
Like he had a bad school life?
Yeah, I think he did. I feel bad for him. And I think because, he did, he wants to be remembered. He has great ambitions. This is how ComicsNix is being remembered right now. So, yeah.
As R2-D2 inside of Optimus Prime's ass.
Yeah, inside of Optimus Prime's Rave Canal.
No, you can't call it that. That's foul. I love it.
Oh god. Oh god. To return the favour to Optimus, opening his eyes to the sexual lust of all robots should have in their lives, R2-D2 started to expel small shockwaves inside Optimus' bowel, giving the all about the most tender demonstration of love and gratitude he ever received in his life. The action reflected his action reflected at Optimus' penis that got slightly more elongated, something that pleased Leia.
Optimus Prime, said Princess Leia with a sensual voice, you are a very horny individual.
Oh, Leia, don't say that. Actually, this is the first time someone rubs my dick.
While rubbing Optimus' dick with her humid, engorged vagina, Leia felt a bit sorry for that robot.
Oh, Optimus, you don't use your cock with much frequency, do you? Don't you?
Optimus lowered his head and sighed.
No, it is a problem being this tall. My Autobot friends don't have sexual appetites, actually. Being the leader, I'm the only capable of maintaining sexual intercourse systems. No other Autobot have it, and being anally penetrated don't really give me chills.
Way to shit all over R2-D2.
Oh yeah, I know.
Leia got tears in her eyes. She embraced Optimus' dick very hard, trying to console that lone robot. But life is not that easy. She wanted to be 20 foot tall that moment.
Beautiful
story.
I like that line, actually.
It's great.
Oh my god. Alright, said Jabba to Optimus from the microphone. My engineers are going to adapt this organic penis at your crotch. Ho, ho, ho. This will give something more consistent in terms of action to our marvelous customers. And a couple of alien men went and started to adaptate the strange alien penis to Prime's body.
That penis was the property of a long-dead alien. Jar Jar Binks, to be more exact. After the Jedi massacre by the Emperor and Lord Vader, Jar Jar was captured when he was hiding at Tatooine by Jabba's bounty hunters. He was tortured for a week without rest, and after that time, his body got quartered and his penis was sealed inside a carbonite container. Ah! A little trophy. Oh my god. Oh my god, one moment.
Oh wow.
A little trophy Jabba had been saving, but his new business would need some sacrifices to be made, so now he uses Jar Jar's penis for a greater purpose.
Oh wow. After a while, it's done. The penis is active and Optimus can control it. His entire life he has been praying for a small penis. And now he have one, given by his owner Jabba. Leia looked Optimus' eyes and smiled tenderly. The Jar Jar penis got attached on the top of Optimus' male penis. It looked like a small phimosis.
Leia climbed his metal dick and reached the top. The moment arrived finally. Optimus can fuck!
Oh my god.
Holy shit. Optimus can fuck! Leia slowly put his alien dick inside her wet vagina, and Prime enjoy. Leia is felling ashamed of showing her sexual skills in front of millions of spectators. The moment is owned by the two, and they live it to the maximum their bodies permit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Sex positive, ComicsNix.
But now they are reaching their climaxes. And Optimus didn't thought a plan on how to go away. But Leia, while fucking, looked to Optimus' eyes and made lip movements. And Prime read her lips.
Contact Luke. His phone number is 1
Phone
2
number?
3 63 26 7.4 2 4 753.1. And Optimus did. No. Had to call Luke. They had to call Luca. You doing okay, buddy?
Oh god, I'm crying.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy for you, dude.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
No one could know he was doing that. They had no telephone jammers at the Coliseum. While in contact with Luke Skywalker, Optimus gave him coordinates of Jabba's palace, and now he can save Leia.
Oh fuck me. Oh, the climax arrived. This is the moment Optimus and Leia have been waiting. The consummation of their love for one another. The most pleasurable experience a robot can achieve in his fight-directed existence. The Jar Jar penises are ready to come. And Leia's pussy is getting tighter. R2-D2 is already coming in his coming liquids. And then it fails. Jar Jar's penis get flaccid and not a small drip of juice get out. It simply failed.
It simply failed.
Oh god. Oh, my chest is like hurting.
You'll get through it.
Oh, Leia lowered her head. All of the customers started to shout, "Prophanize," and throw tomatoes and lettuce at the sex slaves.
Like it's a fucking Gallagher concert.
Jabba got angry because his plan got all wrong, and everyone wanted their money back, but the slaves will pay.
After they returned inside Jabba's palace, Jabba started to talk to them.
Now I'm gonna kill you all, starting by... But he was interrupted.
Sir, Luke Skywalker is heading to our direction.
Luke, the execution will wait. Come on, robots and Leia. You, Optimus, stay in the cage or Leia dies in the Sarlacc pit if I come back and I don't see you. And Optimus stayed at the cell. Leia told him to go away. Luke could save them, but he wanted to stay. His love for her created a strong His love for her created a strong bound between them. But no, the old boys are priority.
Auto boys!
Oh god. He must go back and save them. Optimus sneaked out of the palace and stole a ship and headed to Earth.
While in the ship heading back, he felt something inside his pocket. It was a letter from Liua. It reads,
Optimus, we are in the middle of a war, and you and your companions too. But after all of this ends, please, come back. Now I know who the men of my life is. It's not Solo, it's you. I must stay with him after you depart, but if you come back, my arms will be open for you. Love you so much, Leia. And the letter ends. Optimus knew he had a long battle against the Decepticons, but one day, he will make his woman happy. One day.
The end.
That was incredible.
I'm gonna get ahead of it right now. 10. 10 Luke phone numbers out of 10.
You asshole. Why? Fucking made that so difficult for me to edit. You piece of shit.
You can just put his cell phone.
Fucking hell. I guess, yeah. Oh, wow. That was incredible, actually. And... Okay, I'm going to give it a 9.5 R2-D2 Raves out of 10.
R2-D2's coming liquids.
Yeah, R2-D2's coming liquids out of 10. That's brilliant, yeah. We'll go with that.
This story is everything about ComicsNix that I love and nothing that I don't.
This is near perfect, I think.
It's long-winded, pointlessly. It's got legitimately beautiful lines that are so absurd because they're just fucking nonsense.
Yeah. They're just so good. Like, honestly, like, I think what would have made it for me is just, like, a bit more wackiness. You know how adults acting like complete children? I wanted a little bit more of that.
Okay.
And a few more typos and spelling errors. Because some of these words are actually written alright.
It's true, but I will take less childish behavior Well, okay, Java acts a little childish. I'll take a little less childish behavior. I'll take some less in the way of fucking typos. Because you get lines like, Optimus can fuck.
Yeah.
because you get like 1,000 words of this story dedicated to describing Optimus's Prime's enchanting asshole, and it's so funny.
Yeah, it's incredible. It's so good. The portraits lining the balconies. Holy shit. I would have never thought of that in a million years. That is so good.
Oh, it's excellent. It's fucking excellent, dude.
Oh, wow.
I'm glad this one beat out Batman's Birthday Party for you.
Yeah, this is new top tier for me at the moment. This is like oh my god. I didn't think it would happen, but yeah, I think this is better.
It's just so good. It's so fucking funny.
I love it, yeah. Ugh. Well,
I like you heard me, not to elongate the wrap up any longer. But you heard the pure joy in my fucking voice.
Yeah.
When the wheel landed on this. This is the story that introduced me to ComicsNix.
This is great. I was a bit worried. I thought you might have been hyping it up a bit, but no, this is perfect.
Yay! Praise be!
Praise be, indeed. Praise be to ComicsNix, praise be to the wheel.
Giving us a big win for this new year.
100%. Well, my fellow cylindrical pal, I believe it's time for us to enter that dark cave of mystery and end this episode.
And much like the Auto Boys in their never-ending war, we must fight another day with ridiculous shit. I've been Ned K, aka Cuck.
And I've been Gator, aka Cunt. Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year. We're not sorry. We're not sorry.
We're not sorry. You are completely right on that. You're welcome.
You're welcome, XWF listeners. You are fucking welcome.
Thank you for listening. We'll see you all next week.
Bye.
Bye.